see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisville's offense will take the first swing of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to the ground. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. To the air. It's Adams. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job. Open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to barge in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Passing situations, really good job by the defense.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the run, it's Griffin. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
The give to the tailback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here is the Tennessee offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads, and you can start the season on a great note.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The handoff as they run the counter play here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Floats it out in space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Across the 25, he's got room.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Fires to the tight end. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start feed him again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Adams. On target to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Griffin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick completion to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's a heat. And as he throws. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Keeps looking downfield. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job.
There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Adams. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Adams. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Fires left. Makes the grab. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Matthews. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Barnett. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Snagged on the outside, it's Smith. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
With the catch, it's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Odom. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. and perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls in the deep ball. Found a bunch of room and got it to the... Four-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Smith. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Watson. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Adams. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. A chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass. It's Adams. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Breaks into the open. Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
And down he goes back at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And the missed connection on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Power football with the run. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding. Football.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I bet the frustration. For this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. It'll be third and long. Scanning the field, it's Adams. Safe completion on the screen. He did not make it. A stonewall on third down.
And on third down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
A sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. One more play to pad the stats. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out.